Is there such thing as the Illuminati? Is there a group of elites who are in charge, in control of the world's resources, the most precious and profitable resources, raw materials, mainstream media, mainstream corporations, the big financial institutions, etc.? Is there a group of elites that are working together to keep all this energy flowing amongst themselves? Well, you'd have to be blind not to see that that's going on. It's just like the sun. I'd have to be blind or have like my blindfold on to tell you I don't know if it's sunny or not. Really. And even then, I can use my hearing to see that, you know, there's birds and the sounds, the usual sounds that are happening during the day. So I would be able to tell you based on my hearing, you know, that, hey, no, it's got to be during the day. So, you know, there's a chance that it's sunny. It's a big chance that it's a sunny day. It could be rainy, but I can tell you at least we're during the day. And I can guess if it's sunny or not, even if I had my total darkness blindfold on. In the same way, you'd have to be blind as a human being not to see that there is an elite class that is running the show in the background. And it's in your face everywhere, right? It's in your face. And you can call them the Illuminati. You can call them whatever you want to call them. But they're there, and they're really small. Like, they're really small. So a lot of people who you think are Illuminati or whatever, they're not. They're just carrying their work. They're carrying the work of this small group of elites, not knowing what they're doing, unconsciously, right? They're unconsciously, for lack of better words here, they're unconsciously carrying out the work of Lucifer, let's say. Okay, I really don't like to use these terms, but they're convenient. There are a lot of people that you might be like, oh, Illuminati, oh, like, you know, whatever. Call them out. And they don't even know what's going on. They're serving the agents of the dark force, let's say, without even knowing that they are, unconsciously. But they're the group that is like consciously running the show, consciously making these decisions, moving the resources, starting all these wars. There's very small, tiny minority of people, you know, and they all know each other. And they're all connected. The bloodlines, right? They're there, man. They're there. You know, behind every major war in recent history, you can follow the money always. Follow the money, and it will lead you to this small group of elites. And they know how they call themselves the Illuminati for a reason, because Illuminati comes from the word illuminated, means illuminate me, right? Lighten me, enlighten me, because they see themselves, they have all this occult knowledge, all this secret knowledge, and they know how to control people. They know how the human mind works, they know how the human body works, and they're really good at controlling people. That's why they call themselves the Illuminati, the illuminated. Because they think to themselves, hey, we're smarter than these dumbasses. We know what's going to happen when we put fluoride in the water. When we, you know, promote all this junk food and put all these GMOs and toxins in the food. We know how the human body works, so we're going to, you know, hijack its reward mechanisms and really promote all these, you know, sensual pleasures that end up ruining your life, ruining your body, ruining your mind. They know. They're, in a way, illuminated. They are. They really are. They're kind of like Darth Vader. Darth Vader is illuminated. Darth Vader knows the power of the Force. And when that guy, that general, was doubting the power of the Force, with his mind, Darth Vader chokes him and he tells him, I find your lack of faith disturbing. He knows the power of the Force. He just chooses the dark side. In the same way, what we call the Illuminati, the illuminated, they know how this game works. They know it's an illusion. They know it's a simulation. And so they've put together this socio-economical matrix that we're in. to profit from it, to gain more power, to gain more energy, right, for themselves and for their bloodlines. So they know how this shit works. They know all about the occult magic, the occult secrets. They know. It's just like Darth Vader. They choose Team Dark instead of Team Light. Plain and simple, right? Plain and simple. Then you get guys like Luke. Luke chooses the light side, but they're both, you know, they both are training in the Force, in the powers of the Force. And this small group of elites, simply put, they chose the dark side, but they're smart. They're illuminated. They know about all this shit. They're not dumbasses. They look at us, the rest of the humans, as dumbasses. And they use their knowledge and they use what they know about the human mind, the human psychology, the human history, right? Human genomes, DNA and genetics, etc. And they keep us asleep. They keep the masses asleep. They keep us asleep with religion. They keep us asleep with media. They keep us asleep with individualism, not seeing the bigger picture, the connectedness of everything. They keep us asleep with food, really, food. And they keep us drugged with food and pharmaceuticals, right? You know, you get something like depression, which is just a natural byproduct of a shitty lifestyle of taking the human animal out of its natural organism into Babylon. We label it as mental illness, depression. Here, take this pill, you'll be just another zombie, right? Perfect, perfect. Keep you drugged, keep you feeding us your energy, sucking your life force out of you for whatever purpose, right? There's a lot of theories on you know, the agenda of this small group of elites. And some will tell you they're reptilians and they suck off the way they manage to, I guess, stay fed energetically is through feeding on the negative energy of the human body. Now, I don't know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories on that, but let's just say, for convenience's sake, they're interested purely in self-interested. That's it. Just elevating their own status, financial status and social status in this worldly existence, in this physical existence. And many of these Illuminati, the illuminated, they know about this being an illusion. They know about this reality being multidimensional. They know about reincarnation. They know about what this thing is. After all, they're the ones that delicately put together this socioeconomic matrix that's sucking the life, the soul, the energy out of the masses, all of us. They know. But like Darth Vader, they choose the dark side. So, now that we've talked about this, we've gotten a little bit conspiracy theory on you guys, right? I brought my conspiracy theory side, which I don't bring very often in these videos. We gotta look at the bright side. Always a silver lining, right? Now look, if we dwell on this, see, awareness is absolutely key. You know, you don't want to be blind to this shit. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't want to be blind. Awareness is key. Being aware of something, like being aware of suffering, being aware of what's going on in the world, being aware of how this small group of elites is causing all these wars and all this misery and dividing us with ideologies and belief systems and keeping us slave to this financial system. You need to be aware of it. If not, you need to go through that phase. You need to be aware. Dwelling is only going to add to the problem. Dwelling on this, you know, fuck, like this, the world is fucked, this is a big mess, etc., etc., that's when it becomes problematic. And I've fallen into this trap before. And let me tell you, the world is gloom and doom at that point. You're smart, you're a Neo, essentially. You're an awakened one. But you're depressed. You're depressed. I talked about this in the dangers of waking up from the Matrix. Because you see, the world is fucked. And nobody else can see it. not gonna really constructively solve this problem in the present moment. We have to always be present. It's like, all right, that's what's happening. There's a small group of assholes controlling everything, causing these wars. Can I go back in time and change things? Can I do anything? No, I'm here right now. I'm having this temporary human experience. And, well, what can I do in the present? What can you do in the present? Be the change you want to see in the world. Start being more loving towards yourself, towards others. You want people to go back to nature? You go back to nature. Don't even fucking worry about people going back to nature. You go back to nature. You start eating healthy foods. You start getting yourself more out into nature. You start fasting. You start eating healthy. You start exercising. You start doing all these great things. You start doing it. You be the change you want to see in the world. And you becoming this positive force, right? A light worker, a force of positivity, a force of light, a force of love. You will begin to form around you a group of people who are also doing the same thing, who are looking for the same thing. And that's how change is going to happen. That's how change is going to happen. If everybody was to be like, all right, I'm going to focus on myself here and really bring up the best possible version of myself. The most loving, the most caring, the most energetic, the most badass, the most warrior-like, the most all of it. Combine all of it, because you need to be a warrior in this life. You can't, it's not enough to just, have these ideals. Warrior, action. Take an action, right? And say, I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep elevating my energy. I'm going to keep enhancing my connection to source, to spirit, to love, to cosmic love, to the cosmos, to the force, the light side of the force. And I'm going to be so powerful at it, and I'm going to find the others, like Timothy Leary would say, and carry on from there. And let the change happen spontaneously, as it does all the time. Like in nature, if you observe nature, nature takes its time, and yet everything gets done. A lot of times when we want to make change, we want to make it now. Now, get rid of all the Illuminati, get rid of all these motherfuckers, these assholes. Let's just start fresh here, world peace. Not going to happen like that. Not going to happen like that. Change takes time. Change takes time, right? So you just kind of, from there on, let the change happen spontaneously. More and more people will be inspired by your light, by your positivity, by your love. And then, the light will just drive away the darkness, because the darkness is the absence of light. Light is the default state. The light will just drive out the darkness. You don't even have to. If it's a dark room, what do? You walk in a dark room, what do? Fuck you, darkness. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Let's just deal with this darkness. No. You turn on the light switch. Isn't that what you do? You turn on the light switch. Okay. There's light, and let there be light. How do we get rid of this darkness? These Darth Vaders, the agents of the dark force, the agents of the dark side. We simply bring on light. There's no need to deal with the darkness. There's no need to dwell on the darkness. Like walking into a dark room. Fuck, it's dark. Fuck, what do? Just turn on the light. Or light up a candle or something. Start a fire. And there you can see. Start the fire within you. Bring on light. That's all you can do. That's all that needs to be done anyway. So, I think that's where I'm going to finish off this video. Like Bob Marley says, get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. We don't give up the fight. We keep going, right? We keep going, because that's what we're here for. God bless you all, guys. I love every single one of you. But don't forget to subscribe, or you're gonna sleep with the fishes.